Welcome back to my channel Coins History Coins VC. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of rare and valuable Jefferson nickels. Our first coin is the legendary 1939 Jefferson Nickel 5 cents, a coin that may look ordinary but could be worth far more than its face value when found in rare varieties or exceptional condition. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938 and features a portrait of U.S. President Thomas Jefferson on the front and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. The coin was designed by Felix and replaced the Buffalo nickel in. Top 1. The 1963 D. Jefferson Nickel, often called a Jefferson 5 cents coin, is one of the most recognized United States coins of the early 1960s. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small D mint mark found on the reverse side next to the building known as Monticello. The obverse features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The design was created by German-American sculptor Felix Schlag, whose Jefferson nickel design first entered circulation in 1938 and remained a familiar sight in American pockets for decades. On the front of the coin appear the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1963, while the reverse displays Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia home, along with 5 cents, United States of America, and E Pluribus Unum. The 1963 D nickel was produced from an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 5 grams, measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and has a smooth edge. Denver struck approximately 276.8 million examples, making it a very common issue in the Jefferson Nickel series. Because of this large mintage, most circulated examples are worth only their face value of 5 cents, although attractive uncirculated specimens can command a premium among collectors. Coins with strong strikes showing complete steps on Monticello, known as full-step specimens, are especially desirable and can be worth significantly more than ordinary examples. Collectors also search for unusual mint errors, double dies, off-center strikes, clip planchets, and other varieties that may increase value. The 1963 D issue was produced during a period when the United States economy was growing rapidly and coin demand was increasing, so the Denver Mint worked hard to produce large quantities for circulation. As a result, many examples show weak strikes or contact marks from mass production. Despite being common, the coin remains popular because it represents the final years before major changes in American coinage during the mid-1960s coin shortage. The 1963 D nickel is also one of the last Jefferson nickels to display the mint mark on the reverse near Monticello, before mint mark placement practices changed later in the decade. Today, collectors appreciate the coin as an affordable piece of American history that connects to the legacy of Thomas Jefferson and the classic Jefferson nickel design. High-grade examples preserved with original mint luster, sharp details, and full steps can be surprisingly valuable, while average circulated pieces remain easy to find in collections, coin rolls, and old accumulations. For beginners, the 1963 D. Jefferson Nickel offers an excellent introduction to coin collecting because it combines historical significance, interesting varieties, and accessibility. Whether found in pocket change, inherited from a family collection, or purchased from a dealer, the 1963 D. Jefferson Nickel continues to hold an important place in the story of United States coinage and remains a favorite among collectors throughout the world. Its enduring design, connection to Thomas Jefferson, and role in everyday American commerce make a fascinating coin even more than 60 years after it was struck. Approximately 276.8 million pieces were minted at Denver, making it one of the higher mintage Jefferson nickels of its era. Most circulated examples are worth face value, while uncirculated and full-step specimens can bring substantially higher prices depending on grade and rarity. Next, top 2. The 1964 Jefferson Nickel is one of the most famous and widely collected 5-cent coins in United States history. This coin, bearing the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1964, was struck without a mint mark on coin produced at the Philadelphia Mint. The coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938 and became one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. The 1964 issue was struck during a period of severe coin shortages in the United States, when rising silver prices and heavy coin hoarding created a demand for circulating coinage. Although nickels contained no silver and were composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, they were still produced in enormous numbers to meet public demand. The 1964 Jefferson Nickel weighs 5 grams, has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, and features a plain edge. More than 1 billion examples were struck at Philadelphia alone, making it the first Jefferson Nickel to exceed the billion coin mark. Additional production occurred at the Denver Mint, but Philadelphia coins can be identified by the absence of a mint mark. Because of this massive mintage, the 1964 no-mint mark nickel is very common in circulated condition and is often worth only face value. However, collectors seek high-grade uncirculated examples that retain their original mint luster and sharp details. Particularly desirable are coins displaying full steps on the image of Monticello, where all stair lines at the base of the building are clearly visible. Such examples are much scarcer because many 1964 nickels were weakly struck or suffered from die, where due to the intense production demands of the era. Collectors also search for error coins and varieties, including double dies, off-center strikes, clip planchets, die cracks, and repunched mint-mark varieties found on Denver issues. The year 1964 holds special significance in U.S. numismatics because it marked the last year before major changes were made to American coinage. Following 1964, the United States removed silver from dimes and quarters and reduced silver content in half dollars due to rising metal prices. Although nickels were unaffected compositionally, the 1964 Jefferson Nickel became associated with this important transition period in American monetary history. Millions of Americans handled these coins daily in grocery stores, restaurants, gas stations, and vending machines, making them an important part of everyday commerce during the 1960s. Today, collectors appreciate the coin not because it is rare, but because it represents a fascinating chapter in U.S. mint history. The large mintage means examples remain easy to obtain, making the coin an excellent choice for beginning collectors. At the same time, specialists pursue top-grade specimens certified by professional grading services, where exceptional full steps examples can sell for significant premiums. The 1964 no-mint mark Jefferson Nickel continues to be a favorite among collectors because of its historical context, classic design, affordability, and connection to one of America's most influential founding fathers. More than 60 years after its release, it remains a symbol of an era when the United States Mint worked around the clock to keep enough coins in circulation for a rapidly growing economy, and it stands as one of the most recognizable 5-cent pieces ever produced by the United States' next top 3. The 1981 D. Jefferson Nickel is a United States 5-cent coin that was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark located on the obverse side of the coin near the date. This coin belongs to the long-running Jefferson Nickel series, which began in 1938 and honors Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers and the 3rd President of the United States. The obverse features Jefferson's portrait along with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1981. The reverse displays Monticello, Jefferson's Astoria, Virginia state, accompanied by the inscriptions "E Pluribus Unum," United States of America, and 5 cents. The coin was designed by Felix Schlag, whose classic design remained in use for many decades. The 1981 D. Jefferson Nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 5 grams, measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and has a plain edge. During 1981, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of nickels for circulation, ensuring an ample supply for commerce across the United States. Because of this large mintage, the 1981 D. Nickel is considered a common date coin and is frequently found in circulation, dealer inventories, and coin collections. Most circulated examples are worth only face value, but uncirculated specimens with strong mint luster and minimal contact marks can command modest premiums. Collectors pay particular attention to examples showing sharply defined details on Monticello, especially those designated as full steps, where all the stair lines on the building are clearly visible. These full steps coins are significantly scarcer and more valuable than ordinary examples because many coins from this period exhibit weak strikes or surface marks from a mass production process. The early 1980s were a challenging period for the American economy, characterized by inflation concerns and changing monetary conditions, and coins such as the 1981 D nickel circulated extensively through businesses, banks, and vending machines. As a result, high-grade surviving examples are less common than the large mintage figures might suggest. Collectors also search for mint errors associated with the 1981 D issue, including off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, lamination errors, and double-die varieties. While major errors are relatively uncommon, they can substantially increase a coin's value when authenticated. The 1981 D Jefferson Nickel represents a continuation of a design that had become deeply familiar to Americans by the late 20th century. It serves as a reminder of the nation's history through its connection to Thomas Jefferson, while also reflecting the practical needs of modern commerce. Today, the coin remains popular among beginning and advanced collectors alike because it is affordable, historically interesting, and easy to obtain. Many hobbyists include it in complete Jefferson Nickel date and mint collections, while others seek the highest graded certified examples for registry sets. Although ordinary circulated examples are not rare, exceptional mint state pieces with full steps designations can bring substantially higher prices in the collector market. More than 4 decades after its release, the 1981 D Jefferson Nickel continues to be appreciated as a durable and enduring piece of American coinage history, combining everyday utility with design that celebrates one of the most influential figures in the nation's founding. Its widespread circulation, classic appearance, and collectible varieties ensure that it remains an important and fascinating member of the Jefferson Nickel series for coin enthusiasts around the world.